find common ground, it's chaos for passengers starting from Monday with an overtime ban, then a 2-day strike a week later.
Poland's military rulers tonight cancelled nationwide elections due to be held in February, saying there can be no vote until social peace is restored. The elections would have chosen new local councils across the country, and until the military crackdown earlier this month, the Union Solidarity had been expected to play a major part in the polls. Meanwhile, Poland's Deputy Prime Minister, who's been meeting West German government men in Bonn, is denying reports that martial law will soon be relaxed in his country. Paul Larsman reports.
A Polish diplomat was responsible for reports that his deputy premier, Mieczysław Rakowski, had promised a relaxation in martial law soon and that key economic reforms would go ahead when he met West Germany's foreign minister in Bonn. But now Mr. Rakowski himself says he said no such thing. He says he listened to the West German demands and nothing else in the 4-hour meeting, the first with a senior Polish politician since the military clampdown. The West German government, who are extremely cool about the US sanctions aimed at the Soviet Union, called for an urgent resumption of dialogue between the Polish Communist Party and Solidarity, the release of internees and the lifting of martial law.
The number of working days lost through strikes in Britain is still exceptionally low according to the latest government figures. Nigel Charters has the details.
The figures show that the average number of days lost through industrial stoppages was 355,000 a month for the first 9 months of the year. November's total was well up at 519,000. That's nearly 200,000 more than in October. The report in the Employment Gazette says the cumulative total of strike days in the first 11 months of 1981 is a little over 4 million. That's the second lowest figure for 14 years. And the report has some encouraging things to say about the recession. With most of the third quarter's figures now available, it's possible to judge with some confidence, it says, that the trough occurred around May or June of this year.
The tragedy of the Penlee lifeboat disaster has erupted in bitterness tonight, with the news that not all the money raised in the disaster appeal can legally go to the bereaved families. Almost £2 million in separate funds has been raised since 8 members of the lifeboat crew died 11 days ago. But now the trustees of the main fund have issued a statement saying they've been legally advised that trust law forbids them handing all the money to the bereaved families. The news has provoked bitter response from the chairman of the local lifeboat committee, Dr. Dennis Leslie. He says if this legal advice is accurate, it's high time Parliament got off its collective backside and rushed through an emergency bill releasing the money to those in need. Independent Radio News, it's 3 minutes past 10.
On the Welsh scene, Arlo didn't let us down. They brought out their third and best album yet with the super title Arlo 3. This is a short song called Seren Siw and has the boys sounding like a Welsh choir. They just keep getting better.
Under gynnes fy ngweslein when fwy'n gariad lliwyd lawen. Seren Siw, cliwd i'r claf. Yn dylygaeth cafwirionedd, yn sereni gras ar unwedd mae dywel i min o'r foledd. Seren Siw, cliwd i'r claf. Liwyd lonad serch fy mynwedd, wiwdeg orau rioed ac eres ni gymeraf yn gymharedd. Seren Siw, cliwd i'r claf. Algodd cariad i ni heno, Motoi gazelo, rod y gred a dwed y dwy.
Superb. Well, where did
that come from?
Just my little joke. That was lovely. I hadn't heard that album because it was released while I was away on holiday.
Where did that come from?
It was on this little cat machine here on my side.
Oh, yes, it was superb.
Yeah, and it was released when I was away on holiday and I haven't had a chance to listen to it yet.
It's a terrific album.
Yes,
it is by far the best thing they've ever done. And by the way, congratulations to young David Roberts, who's almost a father. And Glenda, if you're listening, keep your pecker up.
Right, now this is one of my... It's not my favourite album because it's a bit of an inconsistent bunch. It's called Up the Town and it's on the Rubber record label. And it features Alba, the Busker, Shaw Maguire and Winter's Armoury. Now, some of the groups I'm not too keen on. I find them either a bit too clinical or a bit too rough and ready. The Buskers, for instance. Although the Buskers have split up there, Paul, Fury and Davey Arthur, who now, of course, joined the Furies and Davey Arthur. And they fit in much better with a big band sound than with a rough and ready duo sound. But my favourite on here is, with only three tracks rather, is Sean Maguire, who is an excellent technician of Irish fiddle, and he's supported by Josephine Keegan on the piano, and he's very skillful and witty player. He's doing 2 tunes from the north of England called Low Level and High Level. Worried his finger's going to run off the end of the fingerboard there for a minute. That was Sean Maguire on the album on Rubber 039, RUB 039. You can get him on an album totally on his own called On Two Levels, and that's RUB 029. So I've got a feeling that that's only the second or third albums released on that branch of Rubber Records. Anyway, now Bully Wee Band, an excellent band in the past. I wasn't too keen on their last album, Madmen of Gotham, but Rory seemed to like it.
No, I didn't like it too much, but if you'll notice, I've played records of Irish, American and Welsh extraction, and just to finish off the circle, I decided on this bit of Scottish culture. The Bully Wee, lacking the fire and batter of the original Bully Wee, but it's a nice little tune. It's a short and laid back tune, worthy of Elvis Costello himself. So just sit back and enjoy Margaret's Waltz.
minute, you can hear Christy Moore again.
It's on now, the great DIY sale at your Marley Home Care Superstore. Save £13 on the recommended price of the Black & Decker H264 drill, only £26.99, with a free circular saw attachment. Save 50p on 10 metres of Marley loft insulation, just £4.99. Save £7.96 on the Avro convertible step ladder, only £21.99. At your Marley Home Care Superstore sale at Cardiff and Pontypridd. Also open New Year's Day.
Number one in DIY. Here's another clue. There's only one.
Brighton Pier?
No, more exciting.
Miss World.
More spectacular.
Niagara Falls?
Getting colder.
The Eiffel Tower?
More colourful.
Guy Fawkes Night!
More unbeatable.
I've got it! There's only one Debenhams winter sale!
10 out of 10.
There's only one winter sale at Debenhams. Now on.
CBC, good evening.
For life, and his faithful heart would not consider any other wife. For 3 years peaceful joy with the rushes of the pond, proud and gentle was the loving of the last 2 island swan. Their love was like a circle, no beginning and no end, with his lady by his side, a treasure and best friend. The pond was all so peaceful in the rising of the sun. Young and free as the island breeze, their life had just begun. Till a dread day in November, when the searing cold did start, stalks the hunter with his bow and put an arrow in her heart. Husband, come to my side, let your feathers warm my pain, for I feel I will not spend another day with you again. And the cold winds blow, he was brave but he's laid low, by her body in the Isle of Mist. I saw him give her one last cold kiss, one last cold kiss. Of swans the people talk of only one in this day's tide. Though they brought him 20 ladies, he would take no other bride. They say he will not move from the place where she did fall. Once so proud he's beaten now, and he will not speak at all. The cold winds blow, he was brave but he's laid low, by her body in the Isle of Mist. I saw him give her one last cold kiss, one last cold kiss.
Moore and Heavy Friends.
You were telling me he's joined a rock band or something.
He formed a band with Donald Lunny, which is a mixture of rock, jazz and folk and everything. And they've been getting lots of good reviews, doing the occasional gig, and apparently he's left Blanksby as a result to concentrate on it. So I can't remember the name of them offhand. Don't forget, tomorrow morning, to listen to
Phil Miles
between 6 o'clock and 9 o'clock with music, news, sport, weather, time checks, traffic information, AA road reports just after 8 o'clock. There's a competition with the CBC Sticker Patrol, and there's a school call between 7:30 and 8. And I don't know whether he's got time to play any records in between all that, really.
I thought we're all on holidays now.
Oh, well, there you go. Perhaps they are. Perhaps we're going to be on the air now until next Wednesday. Right. The Watersons brought out a new album this year. They bring out an album every 15 years. They're so few and far between their albums. Excellent it is, as always. And this is a bit of wistful thinking from Lal and Norma. Fairly Well Cold Winter.
Fare thee well, cold winter, and fare thee well, cold frost. Nothing have I gained by thee but a false young girl at last. But if she's got another one and they both can't agree, she's welcome to stay with him and think no more of me. She wrote to me a letter to say that she was sad. I quickly wrote the answer back to say that I was glad. She may keep her paper and I will keep my time. For was I'd have a true young girl, I'd search the world around. One day that I was walking all through the shady grove, 'twas there I met me own true love. She handed me a rose, thinking I should keep it to never pass her by. For what I'd have a true young girl, I'd lay me down and die. False, deceitful young girls are easy to be found. For what I'd have a true young girl, I'd search this world around. And if she's got another one and they can both agree, she's welcome to stay with him and think no more of me. I'll be all smiles tonight, boys, I'll be all smiles tonight. If me heart should break tomorrow, I'll be all smiles tonight.
Lalla Norman Waterson off the Waterson's latest album called Green Fields, he said, hastily looking around to find the cover of the suit. Rory, one of your favourite groups now?
Yes, well, thanks to you again. They came back again with The Woman I Love So Well, and which is, well, for my money anyway, the definitive version of Little Musgrove. It's sung and played as it will never be played again. Or won't be played. Wasn't played since. It lasts for about 9 minutes long, and therefore we can't fit it into tonight's show. But this is a song by Andy Irvine called Roger O'Hare. Listen out for the piece of music in the middle. It's absolutely beautiful.
Here's a health to you, Bonnie Kenswater, where you'll get all the pleasures of life, where you'll get all the fishing and fowling, and a Bonnie will ask for your wine. Oh, it's down where yon waters run muddy, I'm afraid they will never run clear, and it's when I dig in for to study, my mind is on them that's not here. If this one and that one may hurt him, but if anyone gets him but me, it's early and late I will curse them that parted lovely Willie from me. Oh, a father, he calls on his daughter, two choices I give unto thee. Would you rather see Willie's ship a-sailing, or see him hung like a dog from yon tree? Oh, father, dear father, I love you. I can no longer hide it from thee. Through an acre of fire I will travel, along with lovely Willie to be. Oh, hard was the heart that confined her, and took from
chains of old Ireland bind around them, and softly their pillows at night. Oh, yonder's a ship on the ocean, and she does not know which way to steer. From the east to the west she's a-going. She reminds me on the charms of my dear. Oh, it's yonder my Willie will be coming. He said he'd be here in the spring, and it's down by yon green shade I meet him, and among yon wild roses we'll sing. For a gold ring he placed on my finger, saying, love, bear this in your mind. If ever I sail from old Ireland, you'll mind I'll not leave you behind. Farewell to you, bonny Kenswater, where you get all the pleasures of life, where you get all the fishing and clothing, and the body will ask for your wife.
Let's have a little superb.
Superb.
Thank you.
Don't forget, coming up at 10:30 we have the beautiful Claire Pollock, and she has got someone called. She's got.
Kitty and the Intergalactic Zoo.
Caricature
It's not
theatre.
as strange as it might seem. It's caricature theatre. And also we're going to be finding out about the campaign for real chips in Cardiff and South Wales.
Bill Tidy rules.
Oh, good, good, good.
That's all with me.
And
Right.
good music.
And ace music.
Oh, good. See you soon, Claire.
Right, you've got 4 minutes. And you can hear her walking out the door now as she goes,
Bye bye.
right, another hen hunting. Wren hunting. It's not my night. Another wren hunting song. done
Before
by
you-
Steel Husband. Before I, all right.
Before you do that, as this is January the 30th, have you got any?
January the 30th.
Isn't it?
Is
No,
it?
well,
So what's
December.
fast, yeah.
December, the whatever it is. Have you got any New Year revolutions you go to?
Resolutions. I'm going to give up smoking again. That's not difficult because I don't smoke anyway. I'm going to try and cut down on the booze, but I doubt if I'll manage that.
Have you got anything planned for the New Year?
I'm hoping to buy a house. My first house, but that's boring. You don't want to hear about that.
Yes, well, it's going to be the equivalent of Cecil Sharp House in London. It's going to be Ned Clamp House in Cardiff.
Right. Still I Span, who reformed this year and did a very limp first set at Cambridge Festival after a very limp album called Sails of Silver. They then went on in Sunday afternoon to do an excellent set of all their old hits, you know, Thomas the Rhymer and Alison Gross and all that, and won the day. But this is off the last album they made with the last lineup before, which had Martin Carthy and John Kirkpatrick in the band. And this is a live album, and this is called Hunting the Wren.